Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Today, we're diving into the ever-evolving federal acquisition space. It's a hot topic for contractors, right?
Absolutely. The pace of change in federal procurement feels like trying to catch a moving train. Staying focused is more important than ever.
And yet, flexibility is just as crucial. Regulations shift, technology advances, and agencies' priorities seem to change overnight.
That's so true, especially with new policies rolling out regularly. Contractors can't afford to be rigid, or they'll be left behind.
I've heard some companies create dedicated teams just to track regulatory updates. That's a lot of resources, but it pays off.
Yes, but even the best tracking can't predict every twist. The ability to pivot quickly is a valuable skill.
What do you think is the biggest challenge for contractors right now?
I'd say uncertainty. Whether it's budget issues, shifting compliance requirements, or new cybersecurity demands, there's always something new.
Cybersecurity is huge. Agencies are more cautious about data protection, and that means higher standards for contractors.
Exactly. It's not enough to meet yesterday's requirements. Contractors have to anticipate what's next and prepare proactively.
Some say that risk management is becoming almost as important as technical expertise.
I agree. If you can't navigate risk, your technical skills won't get you very far in federal acquisition these days.
Let's talk about collaboration. How can contractors work more effectively with agencies in this environment?
Communication is key. Regular check-ins, transparency about progress, and being upfront about challenges really help.
I've heard stories where contractors and agencies build almost a partnership, rather than a typical buyer-seller relationship.
That's ideal. When both sides trust each other, they can solve problems faster and adapt together.
Do you think the push for innovation is making things easier or harder for contractors?
It's a double-edged sword. Innovation opens doors, but it also raises the bar. Contractors have to constantly evolve.
And not just in technology, but also in processes, compliance, and even business models.
Right. I've seen firms revamp their internal systems just to keep up with new federal requirements.
It sounds exhausting, but I suppose that's the price for staying competitive in federal acquisition.
It's kind of like playing chess against someone who changes the rules every few moves.
That's a great analogy. You have to stay alert and be ready to adapt your strategy at any moment.
Training is another factor. Contractors need ongoing education for their teams to keep pace with changes.
Do you think smaller firms are at a disadvantage here?
Sometimes, yes. They may lack resources for dedicated compliance teams, but their agility can be an asset.
That's true. Smaller firms can often pivot faster and customize their approach more easily.
But they still need to invest in understanding federal requirements. There's no shortcut around compliance.
What about the role of technology? How are digital tools impacting acquisition?
Digital platforms speed up contracting processes and improve transparency. But they also require contractors to be tech-savvy.
It's a balancing act for sure. Sometimes the latest tools introduce complexity as much as they solve problems.
I've seen cases where new software actually slowed down a project because teams weren't trained on it.
Training and change management really matter. You can't just throw technology at a problem and expect instant results.
True. And agencies are often learning alongside contractors, so collaboration is essential.
Let's not forget the importance of ethics. The pressure to win contracts shouldn't lead to cutting corners.
Definitely. Reputation matters in federal acquisition. One bad decision can haunt a contractor for years.
Looking ahead, do you think the pace of change will slow down anytime soon?
Honestly, I doubt it. Government needs are evolving rapidly, and acquisition policies will keep changing to match.
So the best strategy is to stay informed, be flexible, and invest in relationships.
Absolutely. Contractors who embrace change rather than resist it are the ones who thrive.
It's almost like surfing. You have to ride the waves, not fight them.
Nicely put. If you're too rigid, you'll wipe out. But if you're adaptable, you can catch the next big wave.
To wrap up, what's one tip you'd give to contractors navigating this landscape?
Stay curious. Always look for what's next, and don't be afraid to ask questions or seek help.
That's great advice. Thanks for the insights today. And to our listeners, what changes do you see coming in federal acquisition?
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep learning and stay flexible.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question. How do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Thanks for watching. I'm Nancy, your AI avatar. If you like this podcast, you can get one for yourself based on a website, YouTube video, or any source. Contact me to get a customized quote for your content. See you soon.